Agriculture Research Institute, Delhi, and he belongs to 2013 IAS batch and is in his probationary period of his career in the office of Deputy Commissioner, Dharwad. I welcome you wholeheartedly to the third session.
Good afternoon, friends. Myself is Salomane. I'm not going to take much time. So there is another speaker in this same session. So I'm going to tell three things. One is my understanding about the UPSC exam, and next one is my experience with UPSC. Third one, what to do for the GS third paper. First one is what is UPSC. It's nothing but the UPSC examination, and the UPSC is not asking anything higher knowledge, in-depth knowledge. They are looking from you only three things. One is your understanding, and analyzing, and your decision-making skill. That's all. And our friends, they have a lot of connotation that I am from rural background, I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am a arts background, I am a science background. It's nothing about that. It's only about what the three things I told. If you have this skill, it's well and good. It's enough for the UPSC, you can clear. Another thing is that whether I need to take a coaching or something, I need to have a guidance, proper guidance, and these things. For that also the same thing, if you are well in these things, that is understanding the things and analyzing and make a decision. And your question, writing the answer in the mains also, it can follow like that. So what you understand the question, what analyzing out of it, and what's your decision, what's your conclusion in the question. So this is what the UPSC is looking. Another thing is that I just want to tell small thing how to prepare the UPSC examination. So three things you should not forget in a day. So one thing is that you should properly read the newspaper. Another thing is that you should discuss the things with your friends or with your colleagues, anyone. And another thing is that third thing, allot some minimum time to listen the news, especially the English news from TV. Otherwise, listen the same news in All India Radio. All India Radio, I think everyone having a mobile set. The mobile set having a FM radio, you can hear the news. They used to give proper news analysis also used to be there after the news in 9:15 a.m., 9:15 p.m. every day. And a few days they used to give a money talk, then group discussion, everything will be there. Just follow that. You will get a fair idea about the things happening in and around you. This is the things about UPSC, what they are looking. And moreover, everyone is telling that you need to read about 18 hours, 16 hours, 14 hours, nothing like that. It's nowadays the UPSC is not talking about hard work. They are talking about only the smart work. What you are understanding, what you are analyzing, what you can take a decision, or what you can conclude out of it. This is what they are expecting. And one more thing, have a small proper study group. It will help you throughout your preparation. So it will help you throughout your preparation, and have a proper study group. That is, don't have larger study group like 20 or 30 fellows. If you have 5, 6 good friends with you, that's more than enough. Discuss with them daily and analyze the things daily and discuss like this. So if the question is like this, what will be our answer? So if the question, if it's the other way around, what you can write for that? This is what you have to do. And second thing is my experience with the UPSC. I started UPSC preparation during 2009 when I joined my PhD degree in IRI New Delhi. So that time I started my preparation. First attempt I read like that, like others, mugging up the Indian polity, mugging up the history. Then I realized in the very first attempt that will not work. The very second attempt I redrawn my idea and redrawn my entire process of the preparation for UPSC. In the very second attempt, I scored good mark, but even though I didn't got through the exam. But in third attempt, I got good marks and I got through the exam also. So everyone have the prejudice about the interview and the UPSC interview especially because the prelims and mains the people had covered very well. So during the interview, don't think that they will ask some big question. So I want to answer all the questions. So the interview board will be like this, that. It is not like that. Nowadays the interview board is very cordial with the candidates. They will ask. It is not actually a knowledge test. It is mostly of personality test, how you are answering, that's matter. So they will not look into the answer. So it's mostly of how you are answering the question. It's not about what you are answering. So it's mostly of the personality test. One more thing, what the people are thinking that day by day the UPSC exam is getting difficult. It is more competitive. It's very hard to crack. It's like that. But it's not the exact picture as I am thinking. The thing is the other way around. If you are very good in the understanding the subject and analyzing the subject, and if you are able to present a fair idea about the things, it's enough. In this way, day by day, the UPSC is reducing the burden for the candidates. So there is no need to read for 18 hours, 20 hours. If you, what the UPSC is expecting from the candidate is that, so you know the fair idea about all the subject in and around you. That is what they are expecting. Then suddenly I want to go to the third part. So please, this general studies paper 2, it comprises of governance, constitution, polity, social justice, and international relationship.
Ladies and gentlemen, a small request to you. He will continue with detailing the explanation, etc. after a 5 minutes. It's my personal pleasure as well as it's an honor for all of us that today we have the Principal Secretary, Youth Services Department and Principal Secretary, Kannada and Culture, which is a major portfolio and very relevant to Udupi district. Dr. Nagambika Devi Madam here with us. Madam, pleasure having you here. I would request you to come on stage. Madam, I would request you to kindly address the audience, please.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, before taking up anything, I would like to congratulate Dr. Vishal, the Deputy Commissioner, for such a wonderful and excellent initiative. I always felt, particularly the Uttara Kannada and Dakshina Kannada, their education facilities, primary, secondary, and also, of course, technical education, is one of the best in the country. In spite of it, when it comes to civil services, the contribution is very, very, very meager. Or I can say that it's hardly, which you can count on your fingers, like how many people are there. Somewhere I felt that there could have been a gap. There could have been, the people may not be understanding what is civil services. Like as most of us also did not know when we joined the services. We didn't know. We only knew that there was a Deputy Commissioner and there was like SP. Apart from that, we didn't know much about what is civil services, what it can do, and what could be your contribution. This is a great opportunity for all of you that you have been called and then you are being told that, look, this is the kind of a thing which is there. And you can make a huge difference. I know that what is there, the difference between for you is, like, first thing is you need to have a dream and you should know what it is. Only when you know what it is, then you will start dreaming about it. Once you start having a dream, I think it's invariably you will find the way. And then of course, all path breakers are sitting right in front and they are there to guide you and they are going to, and they have been elaborately, I'm sorry to interfere, like the young officer, like he was so enthusiastically explaining to you, and I think it's really, really, you are extremely lucky few. I must say, it's a great privilege for you, because I know for so many of you to come here and come till here, there are millions and millions of students who did not get an opportunity to come and sit here. So first thing is, I must say that you have been extremely privileged, lucky, and then also there is a strong desire in you that you want to make a difference to this country. See, basically civil services, like both of us are technocrats, and there also there must be many technocrats, and then of course the people from different backgrounds. And in spite of doing medical background, both of us are from the medical background, And incidentally, I was the first person from Karnataka, from the medical background, for the medical graduate to get into IAS. In fact, in my medical college, everybody used to make fun of me. Every time when I was doing my PG, I was doing MD in community medicine, because that was the only one which had some relevance to come to IAS. When I was doing particularly my PG colleagues and also my teachers used to make fun of me, and they used to tell me, look, she's going to become an IAS officer after doing all these things. And then when she goes and becomes a deputy commissioner, there will be a person outside with a red turban and with a cross belt, and then he will not let us go inside. And then we will ask, no, madam was our student, so we would like to go inside. And it really happened. I'm telling you, this is where you can, and then at the same time, all my teachers have been extremely proud of me, and also very, very happy to see that I'm there in a position where we can make decisions. Why it is important for you is that you can make a decision. And not only that, whatever you feel right, you can take a decision, you can implement that decision, and you can make a huge difference in millions and millions of poor people by one stroke of your pen. And by your initiative, you can change so many lives. Actually, the kind of satisfaction you get, I don't think you can get, even if you get billions and billions of rupees. If you start earning also, there'll be a stage when some money, some time when you earn money and then you will be satisfied, afterwards again there will be a kind of emptiness. Then again you will start going and finding it out, some charity surveys, from that service, this service. And this is one service particularly where you can do a service like an NGO, but at the same time all your basic needs of life are taken well care of. You have your own, you don't need to worry about. Basically, why they all have been given to you is that you need not to worry about those things. You can spend all your precious time and also your most important elements and then energies on the people, and then particularly for the growth of this nation. And this is one thing which can make a huge difference, because it gives you so much of variety in life. And so much of exposure in life, and so many, people you will come across and see that I'll tell you, I don't think there is anything which, this service cannot give. Though it will have its own challenges. Not that I'm not telling that it will not have its challenges. It will have a huge challenges, but every profession will have challenges. Not that this profession alone, everywhere there will be an interference, everywhere there will be, here there may be a little more political interference, that's not that, I'm not telling that it will not be there, but still, that will be 20% and 80% you can do whatever you want to do it. When you take care of this, even 60 to 70%, I think that will be amazing, and then this is one thing which you all also have to think over, and then you will have to aim higher. Only when you aim higher, and then when you feel that you can crack this, particularly as a woman, and I think I can see a large number of girls over here, so I'm extremely happy about this. So it gives you a real sense of empowerment. When you want to see that you can make a decision, and you can make a gender sensitization, and you also can take care of women, and then which is very much needed in this country, I think you can make a difference. The huge difference which you can make is the one. And I think this, another one very, very interesting thing is, the exam itself is a challenge. When you want to face this exam, this is the only exam which you feel that millions and millions of people write the exam, and it is 100% merit based, where if you have a merit, whichever background you come from, whichever community you come from, whichever religion you come from, you have an equal opportunity. It doesn't ask you whether you scored 50% and above, or whether you scored 80% and above. Anybody who has passed a degree can take this examination. This gives an equal opportunity for everybody. Even if you had lost an opportunity any other time for any other reason, you have an equal opportunity available here. I think this is something very amazing. And another one thing is that this is the highest post Government of India can offer to anybody's children. It could be president, prime minister, or it could be a laborer, or it could be illiterate, or anybody. Anybody can have an accessibility. You can, with your merit, hard work, and your desire to make a difference, you can go and take that exam, and then you can really make a huge difference for this country. And I'm sure, 100% sure, with the Vishal's initiative, this time at least minimum 50 people will definitely make through out of 500. Definitely, because I know that all of them are already brilliant. First of all, they have not decided. Everybody decided to go to a bank. The moment and they are in Dakshina Kannada, they want to become an officer in the bank. That will be one of the major aims of their lives. And they'll become engineers or doctors, and then it starts limiting over there. So I think this is the initiative which is taken to remove that limitation and to tell that sky is your limit. And then we would like to see large number of you to get into the services so that Karnataka will be proud of you and the country will be proud of you. All the best. And all the young professionals and also the young officers, I wish all the best to all of you in your lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. I had the opportunity, the privilege to work with Madam as the District In Charge Secretary. She had been my District In Charge Secretary in Chikbalapur. And fortunately today, when I've got this arranged, I've had the privilege of Madam coming here to address us. Thank you very much, Madam. And as you said, the gender ratio is in favor of women here. We need to leverage on that. We need to leverage. As a token of our respect, I would like to present a small memento and some books to Madam. Thank you very much, Madam. I also welcome Shri Pramod Madhvaraji, the Honorable MLA of Udupi, to this. Please, Pramod, please. Madam has been immediately giving us a counter offer that through the Youth Empowerment Department, if you require any support to a library, books or anything, exclusively for the civil services, she will support us on that. Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm glad that our Deputy Commissioner, Dr. Vishal, has started a movement now, because our Udupi district has the best, parameters as far as education and health is concerned, and including finance. Because when Mrs. Indira Gandhi nationalized the banks in 1969, there were 300 districts in the country. One district contributed 4 banks, and that is our district, Dakshina Kannada Udupi district. And the remaining 299 districts contributed just 10 banks. So out of 14, 4 were from our district. So that shows our people have got very good knowledge of finance. In education also, we are doing very well. Continuously, first, second PUC and SSLC exams, if you take into consideration, we have always stood first in the state. That is a great contribution from our students to the field of education. So when we have got such intelligent students, I always wonder why we are not doing as well in IAS and KAS. I find many of the Bihar students, UP students doing quite well, but we, in spite of the best educational standards that we have, we are not at all doing well as far as the civil exams are concerned. And I'm very happy that our Deputy Commissioner has taken up as a challenge. Even though he is not from our district, he wants the students of our district to come up in flying colors as far as civil exams are concerned. And I hope that you will all one day become IAS, KAS, or IPS and IFS officers. With these few words, I don't want to prolong. I came to meet the Principal Secretary, but she is going to a meeting in the stadium where I have to also join her. So I wish you all the best, and I congratulate the district administration for organizing this. Thank you, one and all the best.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind presence. As a token of our love and respect, we present to you a small memento and some books. Please give it to your daughter at least to read, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
As we were discussing about the General Studies Paper 2, it covers the governance, constitution, polity, social justice and international relationship. So here I will, first of all, I will tell the what are the books you need to concentrate. There are special 3 NCERT books are there. First one is Indian Constitution at Work. The second one is 12th standard book Political Science 2. Then 10th standard book, the Democratic Politics. These 3 NCERT books and some polity books related to the Indian polity by Lakshmikant, governance by Lakshmikant, then D.D. Basu book for the polity and constitution. For social justice, there is no separate book as of now available. There is no prescribed book as of now available in the market. So better to concentrate on the paper as well as the magazines like Yojana, Kurukshetra, the things like that. And for the governance and constitution, you have to read the reports of a second administrative reforms commission too. So that will help you a lot in this second paper. For international relationship, yes, sir, sorry, sir. For international relations, there is a book from Civil Service Times magazine. The publisher used to publish that for international relation. So that book is quite useful for the international relation. And another thing is that so there are 3-4 websites are there, like the PIB website, the Press Information Bureau's website. Nowadays everyone is advising to go through the Press Information Bureau website, PIB, that PIB. Next one is the Ministry of External Affairs. There you will get the fair idea about the India's relationship with our neighbors, with other countries and other organizations like OPEC, Caribbean, EU kind of organizations. Another thing is that in Constitution, so you have to cover the important subjects like fundamental rights, DPSP, then the relation between the fundamental rights and DPSP. Is there any conflict between the fundamental rights and DPSP? Then the judicial activism. So you should be thorough about the basic structures of the Constitution, as well as the relation between the constitutional bodies and the statutory bodies, other bodies, especially in the center-state relationship, especially the financial relationship between the center-state, like nowadays they are changing the name of Finance Commission to Nidhi Ayog, Planning Commission, sorry sir, Planning Commission to Nidhi Ayog. So you have to be specific about that. And the president's power, how the president's power and how the president office is running, not office, the president power. Then in case of state, the governor. So somebody they are critically saying that the governor is a representative of the center. He is not having autonomy. So whether the state have the autonomy, whether we need the governor or not. So the governor office should be abolished or not. So like a analytical question may come. So you have to be prepared for that. And especially the Panchayat Raj system. In the polity, mostly they will ask the Panchayat Raj system, whether the present day Panchayat Raj system is working properly or not, whether we need to give more autonomy for the local government like ULBs, the urban local bodies, as well as the Panchayat like a Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat and Jilla Panchayat kind of institution. And 5th and 6th schedule of the, that's 5th and 6th schedule of the Constitution, and different commissions like Election Commission, Human Rights Commission. So you have to be thorough their relation with the other constitutional bodies as well as their interrelations. Then in case of in polity, so you have to be you have to concentrate about the NGOs, pressure groups, kind of things. Then the political party. So nowadays there is a talk about the government funding about the elections. So you have to be clear about these things. And in case of social justice, you can utilize the website Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry's website. So there are a lot of schemes, how they are running, so how they are addressing the problems in the social justice related field. That's all. And one more, our colleague, he is going to address the same paper. So I'm leaving the stage for. Thank you.
My name is Harish Kumar Shetty. Actually, recently RBI Governor Raghuram Rangarajan make the one statement like, make for India is better than make in India. How it is better, sir? And another thing is that, sir, really make in India is good for in agriculture sector. Please clarify it, sir. And another one thing is, sir, recently GST, goods and service tax is to be introduced. They are planned to introduce the central government. It is really good for all the states, sir.
The good for easy taxation, as well as it will improve the financial position of the center. But some states like Tamil Nadu, some states really they are making a issue in that. So we have to, they formed one committee also. So we have to look in that report. So what their recommendation, based on that we can give the suggestions.
South Korea, the Asian tigers, and China. They were able to come out of their poverty trap by exporting. They manufacture, they export. Okay? So they were make in China, make in Taiwan, make in South Korea. There is a phase in any economic development where this export-led model was relevant. Raghuram Rajan's fear is that this export-led model may not make sense for India at this juncture of time. So he says, make for India because the absorption capacity of the manufacturers should also be there within us. Udaharanege, have you heard of the Gini Coefficient? Anybody? Yes, he has heard. Gini Coefficient 0 irtade, 1 irtade. 1 andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 100 ಜನರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಬ್ಬನ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ. That is 1. Okay? The lesser it is, it means, say it is 0.1, it means that majority of the people have some money in hand. Somebody may have slightly less, slightly more. What happens in an economic system is, if there is a wide variation between the rich and the poor, the rich will take certain things for consumption, but the poor are not even able to afford it. Make for India means that we should manufacture in such a manner that the local demand is able to take care of much of the supply. Yes, we can also look at some export orientation. You make in India for make for India. You make in India, use it as a base to export, but please appreciate whenever there is a global downturn, either in the United States or in Japan, etc., we should not be caught on the wrong foot. Our economy should also be in a position to absorb the demand. You understand? This is one. Your second question was?
GST.
Right. Value add. There is a chain. You have simple vanilla. Illi adike tota. Illi spice ide. Have we enhanced that by adding value to it? Okay, I'll give you a thumb rule. Sugar, presently, sugar, there is a glut in the market. There is oversupply of sugar. The sugar cane farmers and the factories are fighting with each other. Reverse. It is predicted for the next 5 years, cocoa, which is the main constituent of chocolate, is going to be in severe shortfall. Understand? Now, how do we plan and add value? For that, we need to diversify agriculture. We have to be slightly nimble-footed in agriculture. Ivattu, ನೀವು ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ 10% year-on-year growth is there in horticulture. Banana ಇರ್ಬೋದು, watermelon ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ವಿಜಾಪುರದಿಂದ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Grapes ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅತಣಿದು ನಾರ್ತನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಸದರ್ನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಜಾಪುರ್, ಆ ಕಡೆನೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ, ನಾಸಿಕ್. We need to understand that how do we use certain technologies, certain research-based things, and improve our agriculture. The value add in agriculture comes. Once you add, your manufacturing sector takes over. Okay? For example, you grow certain things where you can make good juice. Are you processing it properly?
Are you bottling it properly? Are you marketing it properly? This is the forward integration. So ultimately, Make for India has a lot of agricultural implications also. Your third question was on GST. When VAT started, it was to prevent tax on tax. GST's idea is, why are so many states having so many complicated laws? There should be only one law for taxation. Only one law for taxation. That will prevent, ನಾನೊಬ್ಬ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರು, ಅವರು ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ಹಳ್ಳ ಹಿಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಏನು, ಆರ್ ಅವರ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡನ್. GST ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಉಡುಪಿ ಅವನು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಉಡುಪಿ ಫೆಲೋ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಗೋವಾ, ಇನ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್, without taxation coming in between, because it is clear. Okay, this is one. ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಲ್ ಗವರ್ನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ₹100 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, GST ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಆ ₹100 ₹80 ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು 80 ಇರೋದು ₹120 ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೊಡ್ತಾ ಬೀಳ್ತಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ರೆಡಿ, ನಾವು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಆದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ನಮಗೆ. There is something called the revenue neutral rate, which is a technical definition. The second thing is compensation. We are fighting it intelligently, saying put it in the act. Government of India is not, because Government of India is our father in that. It will not like to give money. ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಥರ ಅವರು, ನಾವು ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. So they are playing it smart. One day possibly they will all be sitting fighting with me. I will be in Government of India saying I can't give. But that is the way system goes. So we need to have some understanding here and balance goods and services tax. Okay. Iga, my esteemed colleague, he gave you certain subjects. ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಓದ್ರಿ, ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ನಂದು ಒಂದು ಹಂಬಲ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೋಗಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪುಸ್ತಕ